back in the days, you don't back down, man, because
You don't.
reputation comes around, man. You got picked on, you didn't do anything about it. So the parents, they don't understand that. They want to go through the cops and all that shit. We're like, "Man, we can't do that. That's not the street laws. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But man, I blacked out, Pare. I
I
woke
got.
up. There's blood.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
but
was
there was.
blood
I
all over.
remember just. Yeah, I remember that time. I just got clipped. I got clipped in the
Yeah,
head, and then I
I don't
fell. You
know
know,
where,
like
man. So
I don't know where. I didn't even know who hit me. I just. It was.
yeah,
You know,
we're
and
not gonna we're, we're not gonna pretend like we're all really badasses. We're gonna beat everybody up, but we got caught slipping, man. These guys were a little bit older than us. They had cars. We were walking,
yeah, they had cars. We were
walking down
walking.
the
By
alley.
by who, Pare? What hood were they from? The guys that got you.
Asian
Uh,
bad boys.
yeah, they're all different hoods, man. I think one was
You know,
LBM
different
back in
hood.
the day. Yep.
Oh, okay. But
So
Filipino
anyway,
hoods also.
yeah, but this was more of a personal. I think it was more of a personal that I beat up this guy's like nephew, and then he came back and called his homies. So it wasn't more of a gang thing, but then it all intersects, man. Like you got a cousin from this hood, and you would call him.
Yeah,
Felt
family.
disrespect. It's a family.
Family
It's
took
kind of
over.
almost
Yeah,
like a family affair, man. Yeah. Well,
the blood
anyway,
took over.
so yeah, so me, Gizmo, and we had another homie. He's not from around here. He's not from LA anymore, so he's in another country. But we felt that we took a loss, right? So we're not gonna. Back in the days, you don't back down, man, because
You don't.
reputation comes around, man. You got picked on, you didn't do anything about it. So the parents, they don't understand that. They want to go through the cops and all that shit. We're like, "Man, we can't do that. That's not the street laws. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
there were rules that we had to live by.
you,
You
you
don't
know, there's
snitch.
rules. Yeah, you don't
Uh,
snitch, or else you can't walk down the street anymore. You get labeled, and this is like also it's unwritten. It's not like you already know that that's not the way. But so later on
The
that night,
world is yeah, the world is different from
yeah,
today to those days. So
yep.
different.
So
Yeah.
yeah, well, kind of going back a little bit, I'm kind of jumping from the what happened. Got home, man. My head was bloody, and I just wanted to go to sleep, man. My mom was panicking and shit. Like, you gotta call the cops, this and that. You're like, nah, nah, we don't need all that. I just I slept it off, man. My head got busted up. I'm still alive, so that's what's my
Yeah,
thinking.
that's what
Plus,
matters.
I was still young,
yeah.
but I was still young. I was only 14 years old, so I'm like, whatever, man. And then I got in touch with homie Gizmo here, and we went after those guys, man. They were lucky we didn't find them, man. We had a strap. We searched all over, man. The usual spots that we find Asian gangs at and stuff. The
They
pool
weren't
hall
there.
area. They weren't there. We went to the races. They weren't there, man. And we're like, that's it. I guess it was, we squashed it, man, because partly because we went to the same school as these guys. We still gotta face them, and we didn't really want that kind of fucking bloodshed. It was done. I beat up one of them, and I got beat up. We leave it at
We
that.
got yeah.
I see.
Yep.
Man,
We
that was
both
the
took a lick.
culture. That was the
That was the
culture,
culture.
man. Hey, I understand, bro. Maraming salamat. Means thank you very much, guys, for sharing your experience and your history from back in the days. So pushing forward, after all the nonsense and the drama and all the negativity that comes with the gang life, what would you advise or any suggestion or any words of wisdom for the young ones that are just starting and stuck on that mindset now?
I'll let Gizmo go first. 'Cause he's got more experience.
Uh,
I'll
Yeah.
share my after.
yeah. Well, I don't recommend it, right? Because you're throwing your life away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know, you no matter it's an easy life to get into. and yet a difficult life to get out of. Easy to get into, difficult to get out of. Remember that. You may want to change one day, but changing doesn't take one day. You can get into the gang in one day and get out in one day. What happens if you just want to give it up and start a new life? It'll take more than one day.
For real.
Right?
Not that simple. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not that simple, man. And you won't know
Yeah.
how long it'll take because it depends on how much dirt you put in. All that dirt that you put in your body, your reputation, your spirit, your soul, you know, will multiply that probably by like 5, 7, 10 times. Right? Because if you want to, like, let's say, change, right? How are you going to change, right? For sure, if you get in deep into the gang, your education is in a bind, right? You're you're not doing good in school. You're gonna have to dig yourself out of that hole. What if you're still in high school? You're behind high school. What if you want to get into college? You missed out on all the opportunities, right? Getting scholarship, the free ride, you know. Certain windows open at a certain time. That's what I realized that I missed, right? I
Damn.
right? Certain things
Real,
you're giving up. You're just not
real,
realizing. Over for what?
real.
Right? What for what? You tell me what? Like to hang out with friends, smoke a cigarette, drink a beer? Really? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just go straight. You know, let let whoever think that he's a badass, let him be the badass. No, I
For
mean
real.
like yeah, right.
For
Run
real.
your
For
own
real.
program.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Run your own program.
Yeah.
This is straight up, dude. Like
Yeah.
let's say I'm gonna give you like scenario, right? Pare? Let's say you were in a gang 2 years ago, right? And you were like this Billy badass, right? Big badass, like Mr. Reputation. That was 2 years ago, right? You think people that you've uh, crossed 2 years ago would have forgiven you now? No. Let's say you're going out, right? You're with your girlfriend, or you think you're going in a straight line, right? A straight line in life. Think you can settle down with this girl, right? You're with your girl. You meet someone who you cross that hasn't forgiven you. What do you think is gonna happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You think you're out? No, no,
It's
no,
gonna.
no. Doesn't work that way, dude.
What goes around
There's
comes
another.
around. Yeah.
Correct. There's a jail sentence for getting out. You jailed yourself, or you're locking up yourself. You're limiting yourself. What are you gonna do? Like move to another state or another? That's even worse. You're starting all over again with no friends. Nothing. You have to reestablish your life. You have to reestablish your foundation. Your foundation
Damn.
where you're at is what? Like let's say you're in LA, you're a gang. That's not a good foundation. So I'm just saying, it's not a recommended life for me. Stay straight, do good in school, get out of school. It's only 4 years of high school, then another 4 years of college, then fuck around, right? Get your own, get your own career. That's what you gang bang is the career. And from there, hook up with as many girls as you can. You know, that's when it
Delayed
matters, man.
gratification. Yeah. I feel
No,
it,
but
buddy.
but you know what? They're better
Yeah.
when they're older, and they'll gravitate towards you if you're successful. I mean, girls smell money. You know, they smell
Hell
success,
yeah.
and if you're successful, no matter how bad looking you are, I don't care, dude. Designer clothing will fix you, man. Right?
Yeah. That's
Really
right, buddy.
serious.
Yeah.
Right?
What
Designer
about
clothing will fix you.
yeah, for sure, for
Right?
sure. How you feel about it, Shady?
Yeah. So gang life is for me. I joined when I was 14, and seems fun. You see the camaraderie. You see, especially like coming from like the American culture, you don't see a lot of your own kind. You when I first got, I was culture shocked, man. Coming from the Philippines and stuff. You think you just accept it like that, you know. But especially like for me in the valley, there's majority of white, some sprinkle of Hispanic, even black people. So when you see your own kind in a group, it kind of draws you in. You know what I mean? And also, there's other groups like dancers and like people that throw parties and stuff. But I wasn't attracted to that. Man. I wasn't really
Yeah.
attracted to like the fucking dyeing your hair and it's cool. But first of all, I don't know how to dance, so I don't know why I would even be attracted to that. I don't know how to sing, so these guys are here seem cool, man, to me. Like I like the way they dress. I like the way they look. They spoke Tagalog like me. You know what I mean? They didn't make fun of me. Like if I was to go hang out with like white kids and stuff, they don't. They can't relate. We relate to each other. The food, the way we get disciplined at home, that kind of stuff, man. So like going back to like the message I'm trying to convey, man, is that the gang life, it doesn't stop, man. Like you get locked up, you think, oh man, I'm just gonna relax here for a little bit. When you're in there, you get also pressured to do shit, man. You can't just kick back in jail. And then when you get out of jail, then it hardens you up some more. So when you get out,
Yeah.
you do the same shit because I already been there. It ain't shit.
You're
I'm gonna do
invincible.
this again. Yep. So you just kind of get programmed by the system in a way. The jail system, it hardens you up, and I was hearing a lot when I was locked up is that majority of people that get locked up, they come back within a month, within a couple of days. Some people get out, they get smoked, they get killed, and I didn't want to be that, man. First of all, I was like, I'm the eldest of my family, so I have siblings that were looking up to me, and I have a brother that he was following into my footsteps, man. He started hitting home. I was here like shit, like, hey, your brother's hanging out with this gang, your brother's doing this and that. And I even had issues with my own gang because they wanted to put him on because they're like, hey, your brother's gonna be hanging out with this gang, and what if we go hit this gang and then your brother's with them? So might as well put him on with us. I fought against it, man. I didn't want him. I didn't want him joining up with me. I wanted him to be going to school, having a good life, and not like a dummy like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So what I'm saying is that it's a lifetime commitment, man. Joining a gang, people are, I've been exposed to people doing life. It doesn't stop, man. I've heard of stories of people doing life, and all they do is they just sit in the hole. They come out of the hole, they knock somebody out, and they're not living, man. They're just existing.
Yeah.
And for me,
yeah,
it
And also
it
think about the people around you too that you're
yeah
affecting once this is all said
yeah.
and done, right? Or like
Uh,
once, let's say you're locked up or you're doing something bad. I mean, imagine what the stress you put on your parents. They find out. The shame, the disappointment. Now that I'm older, now that I'm a dad, like, dude, really? Like I did that? I'm regretting what I did. It's nothing but regret for me. Nothing but regret. Like,
damn.
there may be good times, man, but I'm always looking at the other side of the coin here, dude. What if I didn't join the gang? What if I joined the gang? What if I went straight, right? You know, how would my life be different, right? I'm always thinking that. So that just tells me one thing. It's regret. You know, I regret
Yeah,
that time that I did it. I hurt a lot of people. You know, not just people around me, but people on the other side too. And I'm not. It's not cool, man. Now that you're so far, like I'm distant from it now. Like there's distance. Like I can see what I did. Like the ramifications. I'm older. I don't like it. I don't. I regret it. I'm in my right senses now. It took a long time for me to realize that, but it's not worth it. You know, it's not.
Yep.
You know, it
And you know,
affects everybody. It affects the entire community. So, my suggestion, just, unite as one, bring up the community rather than bring it down, because one's failure is your failure. One success is your success too. That's the way I see it. You know, it's not a life. It's not a life to live, or there is no life there. Nothing. It's a setup for failure. There you
Yeah.
go.
So yeah, Pare, any last words before I let you guys go? Any last words for the young ones?
Go ahead, Shade.
okay, so I would just first of all, I would like to thank Pare Young having me on the show, man. You know, support you and what you're doing, man. I met you online, Pare, and you know, sometimes our schedules don't line up, but hey, I finally, you know, we got together, man, and you know, happy holidays to people out there, families, wherever you are, you know, wherever you may be, man, and you know, messages, uh, man, you know, the lifestyle is tough, man. There's a lot of hardship. There's a lot of heartbreak, you know, and you don't realize until you're old, man. And
Yeah, you
so
don't.
you know what I'm trying to say is that while you're young, you know, I guess you know I want to plant a seed into the youngsters, man. That you know that life is that type of lifestyle is rough, man, and you know it may be hard right now, but then you know you benefit later, man. Go to school, get a career, man. You know, I understand being rebellious, going out, you know, sneaking out at night, getting into, you know, a little trouble and all that, but you don't gotta push it all the way, man. You know, you just stay in school, man. That's it, man. And would also like to thank Gizmo, man, for coming on the show with us. You know,
All right.
appreciate his time and everything.
You're welcome, dude. Anytime. So, in regards to me, Pata Young, thanks for having me here. This was, I think, therapeutical
Yes,
in a
sir.
way. Yeah, therapeutical in a way. It's where I get to express or release some of that tension that I've had. Like, I guarantee you, there's probably more, but a little bit of like release is good.
Hey,
Yeah,
Especially if it's like for a good cause, like shedding like some knowledge into the younger future generation. Don't do it. If you're struggling in life, I mean, it's it's everyone faces trials and tribulations, right? It's how you handle it, right? So do the right thing. For me, this lifestyle is not the right thing. You want to change your life, get a degree, go to school, finish high school, college, get a degree. That degree will be a game changer for you, man. It'll open up like different avenues, a whole new world for you in the future. Like like opportunities will present itself. That won't happen if you continue on like you know the gang path. It won't. You know, you gotta have
yes,
like
sir.
yeah, you gotta have like some sort of weapon, and that weapon is not violence, dude. It's wisdom. Knowledge.
Yes,
Knowledge is the
sir.
key. You know, arm yourself with intelligence, not with this. It's bad. So my advice: stay in school. Invest in your future. You know, and also uh, for the community. If there's one thing that I want to see especially with us Filipinos, right? And I bet you, everyone will agree with me on this one. I hope that all Filipinos somehow find the word united. Like, let's all work together, dude. You know what I mean? We all got to work together, not against each other. Even though we're not in the gang, like we have like the crab mentality is embedded amongst us. You know,
yeah,
fed by jealousy, envy. You know, I wish we can see
I
past that, right?
understand.
Right? Like let's
I
say,
understand.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Like let's say us three here, right? Like let's say Pare Young becomes like a hit star in the Philippines. I'm not gonna be jealous, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not. No, I would be happy for you, dude. I would be one of the happiest motherfuckers, right? Like, dude, that dude made it famous. I wish we're all like that. We're all united. Like, let's push each other to the right direction, not to the wrong direction, not down, but up. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because being in the states, right, in a diversified culture, comparing our culture amongst other cultures, right? I think we're badass, dude. The Filipino race is a
Uh,
badass fucking race, dude. It's we're one of the oldest freaking race in the world, right? Our country is older than America, if you believe that, dude. Think about that.
yeah,
We
yeah,
we've
yeah.
won wars. We've won wars, dude. Look at we're just an island people, but we're strong. We're everywhere, dude. If we can feed off that energy, man, and make help the Filipinos be more respectable and successful. That's what I want to hear. Success within the Filipino race. Like if you want to talk about businesses, right? Like financials or investments. I want a Filipino to be there. You know, I want us to be part of the table. Right? People look at us as what? Nurses, right?
Yeah.
Like if
It's
we
a
were
good, yeah.
playing, yeah, if we were playing whatever that game is, with Steve Harvey, Mike, Shades. What is that?
You,
What
the
is that
family.
game?
Family Feud, right?
Family
Yeah.
Feud.
If you were, yeah, name what a Filipino is good for. What's gonna be the number one
Yeah,
thing? Dude? Family Feud.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Top five. Top
Nursing,
five, man. We have
nursing.
to have
Right,
all of
nurses,
that.
right? Hey man,
Yeah.
let's put nurse to number four, right? Let's redefine one, two, and three. Can we do that as a united as as a people? Make us proud again, dude. Not just by being, nothing against nurses, man. I love nurses, dude.
Yep.
I love you guys, man. You guys take care of the people, especially in today's times, with the pandemic. You guys are my heroes right now. But moving forward, I wish, you know, nothing against you, but nothing against nurses, but I wish there was like someone like that would be three, two, and one. You know what I mean? Like maybe someone that would break through like in the biomedical science, right? Or in technology. We
Yep.
can do it. It's just we're just programmed to the point where we can't think for ourselves because we're thinking about the money or we're we're driven by envy or jealousy. But we should be united, man. I think we can do better as a country. As a race. I think we can do better. You know. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
that's that's where
Right.
that's where I want us to be. You know.
Missing
Yeah.
like
I think so too, Pare, and I heard every single word, Pare.
Yeah.
But we're gonna continue this some other time again. Hopefully, you guys are come back to the show and shed more light. And like I said, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, man.
All right.
Anyways, I'm about to cut it short right now. So say what you mean and mean what you say, homeboy, because real recognize real. I'm out of
Thanks for
Happy
having
here.
us, man. Have a good
happy
night. Have a
holidays.
good day. Happy New Year.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Happy New Year's, happy holidays, all. Peace.